Before this video starts, I just want to say yes, this is heavily inspired by Niko. His channel is in the description, so go check it out. This isn't a video I normally do, but as of right now, I don't have a lot of time to edit some big videos for you guys, so I guess you're just stuck with me yapping. But I'm not going to waste more of your time, so enjoy.
A little girl ended up changing my life as I know it. It all happened about basically a decade ago. I was in 5th grade. Currently, I am a freshman in college. I used to go to the YMCA, and at the Y, I had a whole bunch of my friends there. And like every bunch of kids, we ended up just always hanging out, having fun together, laughing. It's summer, you know? You go on field trips once in a while, you know the jazz. But there's this one day in particular where I went to go out to see my friends on the playground, and I noticed that, well, I heard in the distance that a little girl was crying, right? Not like the not like the scary one, but like it was genuinely a little girl crying, and I honestly did not know why. So as like any curious person, I went out there and I decided to see who was crying, and I like followed the voice, and I ended up being brought to kind of like the corner of the school, and there was this little girl just crying right there. Her hands, she had her knees to her head and all that. She just kept crying and crying. And I'm like, what, 11? Or I don't even remember how old I am at this point, but just decided, you know what, I gotta help this girl. So I did. And I told her that she could hang out with me and my friends. What she had told me was that she was being bullied. Hearing that, I didn't really know what to say. I mean, I'm not a strong kid. I was pretty skinny. So my best option was, okay, she's being bullied, you can hang out with my friends. So I brought her over to where my friends were, and pretty much for the whole time of us being at the Summer Y, we, you know, kept this girl with us. Like, we wouldn't see her often because we were older. Therefore, older kids would either go at a different time, or we wouldn't always be with the younger kids. But if we were, she'd hang out with us. And, you know, I still remember days where I would come outside and she was already with them. She was a very, what's the word? She's a very joyful person. Like, she was so happy all the time, and you could blame that on being a kid and being youthful, but it's very nice to see someone very happy. And there were several days where she was still very quiet and like anxious and scared, and you could tell because there'd be days where I would get called down to go. One day in particular, actually, I was called down by one of the staff, and they said, hey, we need you to come to the little, you know, like the kids area. I'm like, why, what's up? And they had told me that she would not talk to anyone. Like, she was under a desk, and the staff tried reading to her and she rejected it, and they said, she only wants to talk to you. We need you to come down there and read for her and get her out from underneath the table. So I came down, took the book, and I'm like the best reader, so like bear with me. I barely read. I'm not illiterate, but I barely read, and even then I didn't read. So I still read to her, and you know, it was something. It was a very comforting feeling. But that's not where the story changes my life. What changed my life is watching how she reacted to certain situations. There's 2 instances. The first one was, again, she was outside with us, and we were on like this little playground. And on the playground, it's like a very metal like area. In there, we're all sitting around, we're all talking, my friends are vibing. She ended up just being with us, and this kid came up out of nowhere, and he just pushed her, and she just smacked her face. Like, I don't know if she hit her face, but she hit herself on the ground. Like, I think it was face first or just like stomach. Like, it was one of the 2. Bro, that pissed me off. I was so angry. Like, are you kidding? Like, he really just did that. But that's not how she felt. I mean, all of us were angry, and we were ready to beat this guy's ass. But he kind of just jumped on the pole, because I mean, there's like 5 of us. There's like more than 5 of us, so he's not gonna take us all on. She got up without a care in the world and just smiled. Like, literally, this dude had just hurt her, and she still got up. And that's what changed my life, is seeing that in person. And that little girl taught me at a very young age. That little girl taught me something that at the time I thought I already knew. It's crazy how you don't expect certain people to change your life. And the story that I told you about the little girl, that little girl's name was Lily.